Hi everyone, my name's Saul. I graduated from UC Santa Barbara in 2019, and during my time there I majored in political science and studied abroad twice. My first time was in Jordan and my second time was in Thailand. That both of those experiences definitely helped me with my application process for the Peace Corps, but also just for life in Mozambique. And for me, I don't know, like Peace Corps was always something that was interesting to me, so I figured it'd be a challenge, and yeah, I just always felt it was an option for me. So senior year of college, that's when I decided to apply, and I ended up being a high school English teacher in Mozambique for 7 months. So if you're interested in Peace Corps and you know you want to do Peace Corps like right after your time at UCSB, I would recommend applying in the fall. I remember my deadline was November 1st. The application process, like in terms of the materials, is pretty straightforward. I remember I had to submit, my personal info, transcripts, and there was like a letter of, like a statement of purpose. You get to choose both which sectors you're open to and which like regions or countries you're open to. My deadline was in November 1st. After that, I had an interview like during the end of the year, so during the holidays. I had a virtual interview, and the actual interview was at, like any other job interview. They ask a lot about your experiences, and so in that moment, I felt like to be able to talk about my previous study abroad experiences was very beneficial and very helpful to ultimately getting selected. I left in late August. From there, I met, it was me and 50 other Americans. We were all together for training for like 4 months, and each of us lived with a host family. And Mozambique's also, their official language is Portuguese, so a lot of it was learning Portuguese, a lot of like cultural training, a lot of like teaching training, like how to teach. Definitely, I felt like my Portuguese, by the end of like 4 months of training, my Portuguese was pretty good. I tested like intermediate high. So after those 4 months, then they picked the sites for us, and so I was sent somewhere in northern Mozambique, and so that's when I was living by myself, and being in teaching, and that was definitely difficult, both like on all levels. Like just teaching in general is very difficult, but like there wasn't a lot of resources in Mozambique. So for example, I had chalk and a blackboard, and I taught 6 periods. Each period had like 60 students. So in total, I was teaching like 360 rowdy 8th graders. And yeah, it was tough. So it was just, lesson planning and like grading. And for food, I ate a lot of rice, a lot of beans, chicken, fish. For veggies, it was mostly like tomatoes, onions, bell peppers. It was around like mid-March, where things were up in the air, and we got evacuated. Yeah, although it was just 7 months being in Mozambique, I think it was definitely beneficial for me. So like for me, I think like when I think back of my Peace Corps service, what I got most out of it was I felt like a lot of resiliency towards just unexpected things happening to me, if that was at a personal level, living alone, the cultural differences or the language, and even professionally, like just being more patient and understanding with other people. I think that's what I got out of it. Definitely look ahead. Definitely do your research. Basically all the information is on the Peace Corps website. Yeah, I would say definitely look into the country a lot, the language of the country, the living conditions, of everything and really think to yourself, like, can I do this for 27 months, which is like the full service, right? That I definitely think I got a lot out of it from a career standpoint. I got this thing called non-competitive eligibility, which is basically, I would like, it's kind of similar to like veterans preference when applying for like federal jobs. So that's definitely a perk of it. Yeah, definitely recommend. 10 out of 10. Yeah, definitely recommend.